I sighed as I picked up the phone. It was late and I was tired, but I knew I had to answer it. 911, what is your emergency? I asked. They're coming, the caller said, his voice trembling. They're coming for me. My heart skipped a beat. I had heard this kind of call before. People who were being stalked or threatened often called 911, but they rarely sounded this scared. Who's coming? I asked. I don't know, the caller said. But they're here. I can hear them. I could hear the fear in the caller's voice. I tried to calm him down. Stay calm, I said. I'm going to send help. No, the caller said. It's too late. They're here. There was a loud crash, and then the caller screamed. The line went dead. I called the caller's number back, but it went straight to voicemail. I sent a police car to the caller's address, but when they arrived, they found the house empty. There was no sign of forced entry, and there was no blood or any other evidence of a crime. The police were baffled. They had no idea what had happened to the caller, or who had been coming for him. The case remains unsolved to this day. I never forgot the caller's voice or the fear in his eyes. I knew that something terrible had happened to him, and I wondered if I could have done anything to save him. I replayed the call in my head over and over again. I tried to figure out what I could have done differently. But no matter how many times I listened to it, I couldn't find any answers. I was haunted by the call. I knew that I would never forget the caller's voice. A few weeks later, I was working the night shift when I got another call from the same number. 911, what is your emergency? I asked. They're back, the caller said, his voice even more terrified than before. They're coming for me again. Stay calm, I said. I'm going to send help. No, the caller said. It's too late. They're here. There was a loud crash, and then the caller screamed. The line went dead. I called the police again, but they couldn't find anything. The caller's house was empty, just like it had been before. I was starting to lose hope. I didn't know what to do. I felt like I was failing the caller, and I hated it. A few days later, I got a call from the police. They had found the caller's body. He had been brutally murdered. I was devastated. I felt like I had let the caller down. I knew that I would never forget him or the way he died. I've been working as a 911 operator for 10 years, and I've heard a lot of disturbing calls. But this one was different. It was the one that got to me. I still think about the caller sometimes. I wonder what happened to him and who was responsible for his death. I'll never know the answers to those questions, but I'll never forget the fear in his voice.